Space program video, and today this is going to be very short. I'm just going to show you guys how I made an actual working um, rocket that can get for some people that can get them very high. This is not career, by the way. This is sandbox. So if you want to create this without having any trouble, I suggest sandbox. Yeah. So let's break this down into multiple pieces. We got the engine here, the coping start here. So you see, when I took that off, there's still this one piece right here. So I need to take them both off. And fuel cell and the coping part, which is connected to the cockpit. And I believe we need to take off the parachute too. And there it is. Those are all the pieces that you would need. Now, if you're wondering what these pieces are called, I will let you know now. No, the cockpit is called a MK1 command pod. That's what this is right here. Utility. Now, if you go to utility, you might be thinking this could work. Real time is way too big. So make sure to use the MK16 parachute, which is small enough to actually fit on the top. Fuel cell right here. I'll let you know where I found that. Remember, you can't have too much fuel, otherwise it's probably going to be way too heavy and it can't really lift anything. And for this one, the fuel cell, which goes under it. So if you're wondering what this part is, it's a coping part. You're going to need that to go right under the you're gonna need that to go right under the cockpit, and the parachute to go right on top. So we put this here on the top, and we put the coping right under it. Now this is you go to coping. I believe this is it's this one, TD12 decoper. Yeah, this is a TD12 decoper. Now make sure to use this one. It's top part, and it's right under the inlane champ Otron. That's a funny name. So you put it right under the cockpit as so. And then next, as you remember, the fuel cell right here, which is, if I'm correct, an FLT 100 fuel tank. Now this part it's going to be very difficult to get, but once you start to learn how to, do this, it's really easy. So we need to go to, okay, so let me show you how I did this. Engines. Now this is I believe an LV909, yes, LV909 interior liquid fuel engine. This is kind of near the top, right beside of the Spider liquid fuel engine, LV1R, and right under the LVKR 1X2 twin bore liquid fuel engine. Jesus, Kerbal, your names are long. So we put this right under like so. And then this is a head payload. I believe this is a service bay, 1.25 meters. Now, if you were to get this in career, it would really help you out because it's not activating as soon as you push it. So if you were to activate it as soon as you push it, that can cause serious disadvantage. And now last but not least, main engine, in which I prefer, not really this one, the Flea, because it's tinier. And just so you know, guys, ones like these have the engine on the bottom, but they also have the fuel cells on the top. So I recommend using the RT10 Hammer solid fuel booster, because those two tanks above it are like fuel cells. And as you can see, these are basic fins I recommend you do it 3, and then here's the rocket. You have created yourself your first successful rocket. Now, how you know this is successful? Well, if you actually successfully listen to all the steps in this video, I will take you to the launch. You can do it too if you have Kerbal Space Program Enchanted Edition. It's not Enchanted Edition. I don't think there is no other Kerbal Space Program, the normal one. It's just called Enchanted Edition. Oh. Anyways. Burst go. You joined the right second I started my video, just so you know. Anyways, yeah. Burst go, say hi to the viewers. Alright. Well, 3, 2, 1, and lift off. Make sure to put it on full power, top arrow, and we go up. Now the other coping part, it's going to come into play soon enough. Now in my last video you saw how I did the debug code. That could probably help you out if you put on ignore max temperature. Now when this starts to cool down, or when you see on the atmosphere, when it hits the dark blue area, we remove it. And press X. Now, here's when that engine hidden under the coping comes in play. When we reach the correct amount of time, we could possibly, do it. In 3, 2, 1. Comes out the engine, just like so. Now, it doesn't, don't worry if it explodes or not. It won't do anything to the ship, because the interior of it is kind of small, but if it were to be big and it has a lot of liquid in it, it would be were to explode. As you can see, our little tiny engine is bringing us quite high. Now this is when that coping under the cockpit comes in play. Press X once again, and boom, comes out the cockpit. And now that gives it some speed because it's such a small part. It's such a small part that it contains tons of speed. Now at this point, you want to hit X right now, and then you're gonna see this. Now, if you might accidentally make any accidental turns, like I just did right now, just skip time to a lot and then wait until your ship starts to come down. You realize I'm making a video right now, and it's kid friendly. And okay, that was a good. Normally, if you get the same results as me, you may have to pull the chute, or you may have to disconnect your vehicle. You may have to disconnect your vehicle more earlier than expected. So that's going to be the end of this video. See you guys next time. Bye.